I went into 9 today on stream, but you know what? 9 isn't that easy. It can be very challenging. People have said on my messages there in YouTube that they're not doing enough damage on 9. They're not doing enough healing. Their tank is falling over. I've got you covered. There's so many different ways we can make our team stronger, make our DPS do more damage, make our healers heal more often, and make our tank survive. There's me doing 12 runs. I failed one. It's all right. I can fail one run. Let's get into what we need to do to make your team stronger. I know you've been to 9. I know you're having issues with 9, and I'm going to break everything down for you. With this formation, it is really the easiest formation to do with 3 healers. Your tank is here. Only your tank is taking damage, and your tank should be in the epic gear. Obviously, you need to have a level 100 tank or 99 and be in epic gear. It doesn't matter if it's 1 defense and 1 HP. That's fine. Over here, 1 defense and 1 HP. That's fine as well. The reason why we're using this artifact and the reason why this artifact is so important, so much stronger than even epic artifacts, is because this 25% additional defense is your total overall defense. And I didn't know this until today on stream. I just knew because I did that video the other day talking about this and saying that the Banner of Oath is the reason why I can do this with epic gear on stage 9 and make it through. I just knew it was so much stronger. Anytime I put this on, I could survive. If I put on another epic one, I couldn't survive. The reason is when you have buffs inside the game, those buffs go off of your maximum amount of defense or maximum amount of attack. So those buffs within the game are extremely strong. This where it says 35% additional HP, it's going off of our base HP of 37,000. This additional defense is giving us 195 defense, but this defense here of 25% is not 25% of 1,392. It's 25% of my overall defense at that time. So it's massive. And I don't know if they meant for it to be that way, but any kind of buffs within the game when you're playing, attack buffs, defense buffs, they go off of your maximum attack, maximum defense, whatever the maximum thing, whatever it's raising up. So that's why this is so much stronger than all those other artifacts. And I guess you don't have to have anybody around you. I always have one person near them, and when they move forward, they keep that buff the whole entire time. So make sure you're using this artifact, even if you have a really good epic one. This one is overpowered, and that's why. For your healers, make sure all your healers are in a goblin set. Goblin set makes sure that we can do our skill haste faster so that this cooldown on doing this skill here is lower than what it normally would be. Normally, this would probably be 12 seconds. Now it's down to 10.86 seconds. So we get around to doing those skills much faster. In this formation, nobody's taking damage except for the tank and the person with the lowest max HP. And that's my Megan. 3 healers. Guys, all you got to have is 3 healers. I'm sure you have Hexandra, of course. You've got somebody else to do some healing, and then you have a 3rd healer. It can even be Meredith, the common healer, just as long as you have 3 healers, the tank, and the DPS. Now, with the healers, again, make sure you've got that goblin set. Make sure you've got any substats here that say skill haste. It's really good to have that so we can get our skills back faster and faster. If you want to put skill books into some of these, do it. Skill books into this guy is amazing. Skill books into Megan is amazing, especially for this ability right here to when she heals the tank or heals herself, her ultimate gauge goes up by 25%. This is probably the most important thing with Megan. It just makes her phenomenal, along with being able from time to time remove the decreased defense, but you don't have to have Megan. I'm just explaining to you ways to make it stronger if you felt like you needed more healing. But when you have 3 healers, it seems like it's pretty easy. Then you're lacking on the damage, right? You're wanting to get more damage. The way I'm getting more damage is look at my Hexandra. She is in this quiver with a 30% chance whenever she attacks the boss to do additional damage. And she's in all attack gear. Attack gear, attack gear, attack gear, attack gear. So even though total throughout the whole entire fight, she's only pulling in like 250,000. That's 250,000 you might need to win this fight. This does make a difference. Not only is it making it so she'll do more damage on the 5-minute fight, she'll actually heal for more on this battle skill. She's not going to heal more on this skill. It's 20% of max HP, or if you have her skilled out, it's like 23 or 24% of max HP. This one though, will get a little bit better. Not a lot better, but a little bit better. And we're trying to get that damage in there to make sure we can beat the boss with 3 healers and 1 tank. For your DPS on Sigrid, there are multiple ways to make her stronger. I had this at level 12 and I raised it up to level 16. That got me from like 16% or 18% all the way up to 30%. It's a pretty big boost. It gave me a good amount of damage. But the biggest increase in damage was when I took this legendary set here and took it from 40% all the way to 60% with 1 legendary piece. And then I got a matching legendary piece to take this from 235 base attack to 335 base attack. So the best thing to do is to farm 8 until you have 2 pieces. That's all you have to do. If you're not able to do enough damage here, but you're surviving, or if you have a Varesh in here instead of, 3 healers, you've got 2 healers, Varesh, to do damage and then to also heal. Or you have Zarloth to do damage and to also heal. If you have those heroes, that's great. But when you add this legendary gear, your damage is going to spike. It doesn't seem like a lot. It's 20% additional attack here, and it's like 100 additional attack, but it is massive. I was actually running out of time. Every single time I fought this Harpy in this formation, running out of time. I wasn't dying. The tank was doing well. I just couldn't do enough damage. The Harpy would still have 200,000 life left. And once I did this simple change right here, just 2 pieces of epic gear. You're looking for attack percentage. It could be on the chest if you want to. You could have 40% on the gloves. And then you've got a matching set, so you get 15% additional attack. Obviously, you have a matching set here to get 15% additional attack. I've got critical damage because unfortunately, I don't have a flat attack. If I had a flat attack, I would put it here instead of the critical damage. That way she has much more consistent damage because her crit rate isn't that high. I would have flat attack there, and I've got accuracy because we still want to get some debuffs up from time to time. It's really good for her to get debuffs up so that when she does start firing at that wisp, when the boss drops down underneath 50% with her ultimate, that will get her ultimate to fire on the Harpy sometimes too. And this is just because of bad AI coding. It is so bad with the AI that when she gets the boss down to 50% health, she starts attacking this with her ultimate. And the AI is even further worse that if we bring in our main character in fire or in ice or in lightning and put him right here to where any other hero would always attack the Harpy with a basic ability. Any hero. But this guy will not. If he's here, he will attack the Wisp. If he's here, he will attack the Wisp. There's no way for you to ever get your main MC to do his basic ability on the Harpy, which is ridiculous for all of us out there trying to do this as free to play, because we could put him in ice spec right now and he would be a perfect addition to have Hexandra in here, our other 2, so that we get our 3-man bonus on our tank. Make sure you're always doing that. You got to have that 3-person bonus on your tank so that the tank can get the 20% additional defense, the flat defense, the HP percentage, all the defensive stats we need. So just make sure you have that. This would be so easy to have this guy as ice to give us more shields. His basic attack would do enough damage along with Sigrid to take down the Harpy fast. But the AI is all messed up. I've talked to them over in Content Creator about this. Maybe they'll do something about it. They need to fix it. So we're stuck with this right now, and this is really the best formation. It's working for me. You saw all those runs I did on full auto. I'm doing the damage. I'm beating the Harpy within like a minute left. And before I put these 2 pieces of gear on and move this from 12 to 16, I was losing. I was running out of time. But keeping the tank alive is super easy now. I mean, really easy. You got goblin sets on. You've got a goblin set on over here, but you've got attack so that we can get that additional damage in, all attack down. Before I forget, this is extremely important. Make sure the person with the lowest HP is either here or here. Really, you want it right here. The reason why we want somebody with the lowest HP being hit by this wisp in this position or this position is because the 3x3 heals or the diamond heals, we want to make sure that they heal the main tank along with healing this person that's being hit by the wisp. If we have this person over here, they're way out of range for us to do a 3x3 heal or a diamond heal on that ultimate. And what will happen is sometimes they'll get so low, somebody will do their ultimate ability back here instead of getting it on the tank. The second most important thing with this person taking the hit from the wisp is to have as high defense as you can get. It's very important that the tank is getting all of our battle skill heals. We want to make sure that this person that's taking the damage from the wisp that has the lowest HP is really high on defense. Defense percentage, flat defense, defense here. Make sure you get that defense in because we want to take as little damage as possible from that wisp hit so that this HP doesn't drop really low and then all the healers are concentrating on keeping that person up when they should be using their battle skills to keep our tank up. That is very, very important. If you have this person as a glass cannon and they're being hit by this wisp all the time, maybe they're not dying, but they're taking away all the heals that you would have going to your main tank, trying to keep that person up. So go really heavy defense, mitigate that damage on this one, keep that person right here. That way, if you have somebody like Meredith, the common healer who heals in a 3x3, can get both of those in the heal. The diamond shape heal right now that Hexandra has can get both of them in the heal. And that way, all those beautiful battle skills are going to Horus to keep him alive, and he will stay alive. It's that easy. Last thing is food. If you really feel like you need a little bit of push and damage, which will actually add up to quite a bit of extra damage, come over here and eat some hams. It's easy to make hams. 10% additional damage. There's a lot of food out there that'll give you 10% additional damage plus, other effects as well. Defense, HP. You can get some even more damage if you wanted to for poison, 5% poison, along with 10% attack, all the different elements. This is the easiest and cheapest one to make with boar meat and maybe beast meat. Yeah, beast meat too. So just hit this 2 times and that'll load it up for 20 minutes. If you use it once, you've got it up here for 10 minutes, but you can double up on food. It will not double the effect. You're still only going to get 10% additional attack. But if you hit it 2 times, you're going to get 20 minutes of food instead of 10. If you've got anything to add to this, let us know down below, please. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all in a video soon.